want to. Look. I-35 with the top down, quick to tell a hater they should get like me. Seem like everybody wanna be the boss, but it costs and these lames ain't shit like me. Drop a couple bands on the crypto fans, know my shit go. I ain't gotta tell them what it is. Tell them I'm a grown ass man, so you'll never fool me with the cap you be selling to the kids. Shorty, we the lords of the land, we wavy. Bad little mama tryna have a nigga baby. In a coupe seat color like gravy. Children of the sun, why these niggas so shady? Boss talk with the wolf pack, I ain't never look back. Got a couple bands and I flip that. I be chillin' with my shorty, got the crib on karate. Keep up, little baby, that's a kickback. Can't flex on a nigga living hate free, but he say real, but I know that nigga can't be. Pay a nigga up for the late fee. Hit her from the side till I get home safely. Got 3 chains on me, neck strong, and a bitch checks long, and a bitch I'm up now. And I make little baby feel good in the hood around you. Shorty can't put her cup down. Glide through your hood like soap on a runway. No sleep, check a bag on a Sunday. Get it in a moment, I don't gotta say one day. Be cool, he don't really want gunplay. Slide through your side like a spoon on ice cream. Say I'm falling off, baby, that's a pipe dream. Everybody win when they ball for the right team. Gotta shine like a star on a light beam. Get into the cash, stop playing with me. You be in her DM, but she laying with me. Ain't really much you could say to a G. I'm on the road, I'll be everywhere they pay me to be. These niggas ballin' on the internet, stop. I take some words and I turn them into profit. Retro 3 jersey, I'm the answer. Please stop hating on the king, that's cancer. About to sling an iPhone for the quick flip. Making magic in the mix like
Yo, what is up? Brian, that's Adrian. Wrestling. What's up, everybody out there?
What up? Damn, Brian. Episode of Wednesday Night Dynamite, man. The final episode before AEW Dynasty, man. This card is getting built up to be an absolute card, bro. Another fucking banger from Tony Khan himself. Thank you so much, boss. Thank you so much.
Black Past Games channel says Adrian is still a douche.
Damn.
Black
what did
Past
I do
Games
now?
channel,
What did
bro.
I do now?
Name yourself. Who are you on Facebook? Let us know.
It's probably gonna be Syke Thompson. I already know my takes. Piss him off already.
Oh, you're right.
It's so easy to get him. It's so easy to get him, man. It's so easy to get some of these fans. There's some people who are losing sleep on X, Reddit, and all over social media over some fake numbers. Damn, music to my ears, bro.
There are fake numbers, then you admit?
I've been saying that. When did I say they were real?
You're like, I know it's somewhere else. It's already
No. yeah, I called it. I said they were half of the world was already a day ahead of us. Damn, man, some people are crashing out over some fake numbers, man. It's not that serious, my guy. It's not that serious.
It was serious enough for us to talk about it on Monday
because we
knew that shit was fake.
Yeah, it was serious to make fun of some people. I mean, Brian, let me ask you: do you think those numbers are real?
No, the hell. So they somehow out of the blue they got more views than they've ever had.
Yep. Yep. And then you see people asking, "Oh, I don't care. But how come Tony Khan hasn't done this? How come this person hasn't done that? How come this, bro? Then you do care. You do care." To me talking about I don't care.
But we got a lot of good stuff to say about today's episode of AEW. But let me post some stuff here. I want to say hi to everybody: Silvino, Ryan, Jeremy, Ace, Diamond.
Ooh, oh shit! What happened to my co-host? Oh no! I pulled the plug on the WWE mark because I'm not here for some AEW hate. We are here to talk about AEW. I'm
studio like an idiot. All right. So everybody, Michael in the house, everybody chilling. All right. So let me read Ace Diamond's message here. MJF needs to ditch trying to get with MVP and just hire old Ace as his manager. We're going to get to it because it's like every time they give Bobby Lashley a mic, we understand why WWE did not let that guy touch a mic.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, WWE knew his strengths and they knew his weaknesses. Obviously, his strength is his physique and somewhat of his wrestling. But yeah, there's a reason why Vince McMahon never gave him a mic. He always had a mouthpiece around him. And that's someone like Bobby Lashley. I mean, look at him. Give him a mouthpiece. He doesn't need to give you a 20-minute emotional promo. He doesn't need to give you a story on who his fathers was. Doesn't need to give you none of that. Just wrestling.
Don't even give him 2 lines because he's gonna forget it.
You forgot it. You saw when he slipped up when he wanted to say MVP and said MJF.
Yeah, he wanted to say MVP instead of MJF. He's just like, listen here, you showed some respect to MJ. I mean MVP. I was like, bro, this fucking guy.
I don't like you, I don't respect you, and I don't trust you. I'm like, bro, you're more green than Jake Cargill, bro.
Bro, let me see. I want to say that I did like. I was like, oh, this is starting to sound menacing, and then he fucking just killed it. He's like MVP. I was like,
you know what's
you were a star. You did so well, man. You did so well.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was actually low key gonna glaze this real quick because before when MVP and Bobby Lashley got on the ring, I thought Bobby Lashley was gonna talk. I was like, holy shit, why is he gonna talk? MJF music hits. I'm like, oh, perfect. That's a good way to not let Bobby Lashley speak. Perfect. Great, Tony Khan. Don't let him speak. And what does he do? He lets Bobby Lashley speak.
You know, and part of me is like, you gotta give him time on the mic to improve. But I mean, he's been in the business for 20 years. I don't think he's gonna improve anymore.
No, I mean he's been in WWE twice, TNA. He was the face of the company low key for at one point, and he still wasn't the mouthpiece.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm dying, man. Let's see. Black Pass alternate division. Damn, this fool's all over the place. Borrow Toys, I'm here for it. I heard y'all were raffling off a Switch 2.
A Switch 2? Damn.
Yeah. We should have done that on April Fools, bro. Fuck.
Yeah.
We would have gotten hella people.
Okay, I'm gonna cop that. I'm gonna cop that Nintendo Switch 2, bro. That Mario World. And it's gonna be cheaper than GTA 6.
$90 if you want the disc. If you want the cartridge. That's crazy, man. I don't see. You know, I want to get the Switch, but I don't think it's happening. It's too much money, bro. I'd rather buy another PlayStation 5 for that price.
True.
Jeremy says, I went to Collision last Saturday, had 2 glizzies, and thought about Brian.
Hey,
man, dude, he was like going like this, and then was just like thinking about me, bro. He's like, how would Brian eat this? No sauce, dry as fuck.
No mustard, no ketchup, no mayo, nothing.
I know. But how was Collision, man? Let us know. We saw Kevin Knight.
Yeah.
He did, you know how to explain this. I'm usually don't get super hyped up on people debuting because, like, for example, I'm like, oh, we have another type of this person or whatnot. Like, Speedball is good, but I'm like, eh. But Kevin Knight, man, he's showing that he's got a bright future ahead of him in AEW.
Yeah, he really does. When he debuted in Collision, he didn't release his wad of moves. He just gave you a little teaser of what he had. Also, he had Jay White as his partner. So he made him look good as well.
Yeah, his dance partner.
So yeah, I mean, Kevin Knight looks good. He does carry himself a little bit differently than most AEW wrestlers. You mentioned like Speedball Mike Bailey and stuff. I mean, you could just tell. I mean, no disrespect to Mike Bailey, but Kevin Knight, you put them next together, you can see that Kevin Knight is probably going to be a little bit more something in AEW more than Mike Bailey, but I mean, only time will tell. I know that shit has came back to stab me in the back later, but I hope there's a bright future for Kevin Knight in AEW, bro.
What reminds me of Kevin Knight is he's a lot more athletic than Trick Williams, but I remember like when I first saw Trick Williams, I'm like, this guy's got something. He's got some magnetic personality when you see him. Yep. When you see him in the ring, and hopefully he can translate that into like a character of some sort. But even if he doesn't create one, like I'm excited to see him going on in the future.
I think he came from New Japan Strong, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, New Japan Strong. He was also in New Japan, but most people, they know just from like the indies, you know.
Hold on. Adrian, eat corn dogs with no mustard the long way.
First of all, Who eats it the non-long way? Like, do you like peel it off and then like
Hey, you,
cut it off?
yo, bro, what?
I'm just saying, bro.
So you
Apparently,
raw dogging glizzies?
he eats it sideways, bro. He goes like this.
You raw
Like
dogging
corn.
glizzies, bro?
I don't know. Let us know how you eat a corn dog, psych.
I mean, yeah. How would you eat a corn dog? Just like
the short way.
This?
Yeah, I guess so. Like take bites to the side. That's fucking weird, bro.
From the side, yeah, bro.
So do
Yeah,
you put?
but
Adrian, I gotta ask you a serious question right now.
Yeah.
When you're eating fries, like just say you have a basket of fries, do you put it neatly on the corner, or you squirt it all over the fries?
It depends. If I usually just sprinkle it out on the side and just dip my
Okay.
fries. There's days where I'm just like, just sprinkle it on top.
Fucking animal, bro. It's always on the side. Always on the side. Anybody that does it anywhere else is a psycho.
Yeah, my bad.
Lupa says, disappointed we won't see Jay White versus Ospreay at Dynasty, but Kevin Knight looking like a solid replacement. Yeah, let us know. How do you guys eat your fries, bro? I need to stop saying bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Disappointed. It's so funny. Ever since he mentioned it, I catch it every single time. It bothers me now. Disappointed we won't see Jay White versus Ospreay. You know, I'm okay. Kevin Knight, I'm excited for that match. It's going to be a good match, but I just don't like that it's like random match. I mean, not that it's random, but it's just like it's thrown in the pay-per-view. Remember how we were talking about it this last episode? We were talking about like there's 6 matches. What are the other 6 matches going to be? I mean, they threw Mercedes Moné and Julia Hart in there for the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, hold on, let me see. There's also a wild card in here. I mean, yeah, Jay White obviously had to leave the Owen because of injury and he's getting surgery. You have Collision. They could have done a fatal 4-way or something, you know. I mean, just stretch the little story a little bit more. I mean, you know, have people, I don't know, fucking say something backstage like, hey, I want a chance at the Owen or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that's not going to happen. I know AEW is not that type of company to give you a 30-second segment on how to further a story or a tournament, but it would have been better, in my opinion. I mean, you also have a wild card. Who's going to be in that wild card?
There's a wild card? Did I miss it?
There's a wild card. He's fighting Hangman Adam Page. So it's like you should have had that fatal 4-way or something, or a one-on-one match.
Right. There's a wild card
to replace Jay White, because then now the wild card is going to be somebody else. You know, a mystery opponent. So it's like we get 2 mystery opponents. Well, not really 2. We get 1 and then someone who just debuted.
Is it gonna be somebody that debuted, or is it gonna be? Do you think the wild card is gonna be like somebody that's on the roster and just injured? Oh, Josh Alexander, that's a good one.
Josh Alexander, I know somebody was throwing a Darby Allin, but I think he's still on Everest. Darby Allin, yeah.
He's still on Everest, I think.
I mean, who else is like considered like a top tier in AEW?
I don't know, but I will say though, looking at this roster, Will Ospreay, Kevin Knight, Brody King, Konosuke Takeshita, Mark Briscoe, Kyle Fletcher,
Where's Rush? Where's Rush, bro? I know I talk a lot
Beast
about
Mortos. Where's Hologram? Where's
Collision? Where is Rush? Where is Rush, bro? Who are the people you just named? They're on Collision, bro. You don't watch it, so stop.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like, why add them to the tournament? Why you got to add somebody to be a surprise?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Where the fuck is Rush? You should have added Rush to replace Jay White. Kevin Knight do be the wild card. Easy peasy, bro.
Yeah, you could. There's a couple ways you could have done it. Let's see. Bros cat crashing out over glizzies. What the fuck is the world coming to? Hey, on the side. Okay, we got one on the side. I eat fries with a fork because I put ketchup on over my fries.
Oh, that's smart.
This guy's smart, man. You know what? When the couple times I would go to Wingstop and for some reason get boneless, like the nuggies, I always eat them with a fork.
You eat tendies with the nuggies or
I
tenders?
I,
with
I,
pork?
I think because they had like a deal on them, and I would get them like on my lunch break. Osprey, we talked about that one. Ketchup on the side, always. Exactly. Russian on dry day, drinking Modelo's together and complaining about their booking.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Disappointed in Tony Khan, man. I mean, Rush, you got him right there. Why? I mean, I know he's in catering. I've seen him take pictures backstage. Use him. He's not even on Collision.
Is Buddy Matthews still injured? Is that why he's
Yeah.
not there? What the hell? He said, "Do you eat your pizza with a spoon?"
I've seen people eat pizza with a fork.
With a fork and knife. Yeah, I've seen that. That's some. I don't know. I guess. Like, if you eat deep dish pizza, then maybe.
Okay, yeah. And if it's greasy too, yeah, eat it with a fork.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're eating greasy pizza, why are you going to that establishment though?
Exactly. Chili cheese fries, a whole ass meal.
Hmm.
Why would you eat a pizza with a spoon? That's so crazy. Do you know somebody that does that? Do you do that? Is there something that we need to be doing? Do I need to be eating pizza with a spoon?
Did he probably said my friend eats pizza with a spoon?
He said, haha, you guys. I ate a corn dog by nibbling a little bit of the cornbread right off the top so I can feel the moist texture. I cannot read this, bro.
Yo! Oh shit!
Oh my god! I got mildly bricked up. What are you reading that?
Mildly bricked up, God.
Anyways,
hey yo, it is 2025, bro.
What's crazy about Rush is he had a feud with MJF, then got to Jake Roberts. Where the hell is Jake Roberts at?
I have no idea, bro. He got Tony Khan, bro. Everybody's getting Tony Khan, bro, and it's getting this fucking guy. Tony Khan, bro.
Do you have I think you have an echo on there.
Yeah.
They say you drink a milkshake out of a sippy cup. I mean, if it's too thick,
hey,
then you can't. You can't.
Why are you drinking thick milk?
Milkshakes? You don't. Okay.
Oh, milkshake.
Like
out of a sippy.
Have a sippy cup. Oh. Hold on a second. We're supposed to be talking about wrestling, bro, but we're gonna talk about something exciting right now. Milkshakes, Adrian. My wife made me a delicious milkshake the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in my mouth, and she's like, "What do you?" And she goes, "Does it taste different?" I'm like, "What did you do to my milkshake? What did you do?" I'm like, "No, yeah. What did you do?" I'm like, "It tastes like oddly familiar, but I can't put my finger on it, and I see like little pieces of chocolate in here." Then she goes, I blended up a gansito inside a strawberry milkshake, and I was like, "Oh, that's what it is." The chocolate chips were like, it tasted like a gansito, man, and I want one right now if she is listening.
That's what's so, bro. On inside, where she get? Did she make the milkshake? I know she can make food.
It was like, it's like a milkshake with like the ice cream and the strawberries, and then throw a gansito in there.
Mm-hmm. Damn! No wonder you're healthy, bro. No wonder you're healthy.
You know what? And that was like before I started my diet. He said, "How off topic are we getting?" If you guys don't know what gansitos are, go get one. They're in the Mexican aisle, the bread aisle.
Yeah.
They have a little duck on it. It's an orange box. It's like a Twinkie, but of chocolate with strawberry and like cream filling in there.
Yeah. Isn't ganso a geese or a penguin? Or I'm getting my shit confused.
I think it's geese. Do you think Megan Bayne has enough momentum going to pay-per-view?
I think she does. I know it's too soon, but these 2 months that her build, it's been great. I mean, she's getting pins over everybody. She pinned Toni Storm last week. She's demolishing Thunder Rosa, getting pins over former world champions. I think it's too soon, but I think she has a shot.
Speaking of Thunder Rosa, it got announced, so we can talk about it now. The Homies brand is bringing in Thunder Rosa to sign at WrestleCon Friday and Sunday we will be there. So hang out. We'll be
Friday
there at
and Sunday?
WrestleCon Friday,
Mhm.
Sunday. We won't be there all Friday and all Sunday, but we will be there for a little bit. Meet and greet people at the homies booth table.
Yep.
Mildly bricked up. I put it in my mouth. Fucking Brian is on one. Hey, bro, I was just
Hey,
reading.
yo,
I was just reading what he said.
yo. Hey, yo.
Not my fault. Megan Bain could have. I think there's a little bit that could have been done with her. Like she wasn't on TV today, right?
She was. She came out at the end. To
Oh, at the Tony Storm. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Right.
You know what's funny? I was going on Twitter after that, and Joey Janela was the one that told Megan Bain to wear that dress. And there's a rumor out there that he's bagging her, that he bagged Megan Bain, bro. Joey Nutella with Megan Bain?
I believe it.
I believe it. That's what I'm saying. I believe it, bro. How?
I don't know, man. He's probably an awesome, really cool guy. Maybe he makes her ha ha. You know, girls like to laugh. Maybe he's a good cook in the kitchen, bro. Who knows?
You know what's funny? His ex is Penelope Ford.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, Jeremy says he's been dating her for a while. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Damn, bro. The ex and the current, bro. Joey Janela, what is your secret, bro? We need to have a seminar or something. Something, bro.
It's the way he set his foot on fire. That's what he did. He's a crazy guy. I think Bane's push is a shot at Camille. She never talks, but is portrayed as dominant female wrestler and already has a world title shot. I think it could be. They literally brought in somebody that had her like Greek goddess persona. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that was Megan Bain's character already.
True.
But yeah, man. I mean, it sucks. Yeah, man. I mean, Tony Khan fumbling another one, bro. And this sucks. I mean, somebody's life right here. I mean, her stock is going down, way down.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see WWE getting interest in her anymore. Possibly TNA, maybe. Yeah, man. This career suicide for Camille, man. It sucks.
It does. She was highly touted, and I don't think she's gonna get her momentum back unless she starts doing like interviews leading up to like a comeback. But even then, I feel like most people just are like, meh.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Papa H is gonna open the door for Camille. But is she gonna beat Stephanie Vaquera? I guess a bit depends on the buildup, you know.
Yeah, I mean, well, you have Stephanie Vaquera can always go to the main roster. I mean, Jordan Grace in NXT is only temporarily. Same with Roxanne Perez. Same with Cora Jade. I mean, they can rotate talent after WrestleMania.
Assuming she's a free agent, yeah, maybe we'll see. We will see. One thing before I'll bring this. Actually, we'll bring this up right now. Mm-hmm. What was the point of building up Marina Shafir for 8 months as a badass and threat, only for her to lose her first match as part of Death Riders? She got beat up so bad her arms in a sling. Adrian, you got a response?
Yeah, man. I mean, I going into this fight, my head, I was like, oh, 8 months building up Marina Shafir. She's been choking out men. She's been choking out former world champions in front of that ring. I'm like, okay, I see Marina Shafir pinning Willie Langell. I see AEW finally showing us what Marina Shafir is all about, especially with the Blackpool Combat Club or the Death Riders. It was disappointing. I mean, she showed a little bit of strength here and there, but not to what I was expecting. And then her taking the pin. Yeah, it was a mixed tag match. There was a lot of shit going on, but still, this was bad. I mean, I know they're trying to build Willow, but not at the expense of Marina.
Yeah. I feel like they just did this just because the storyline with Death Riders is almost over. I think that's what it is. If they really wanted to give her a push, then they would have given her a solid push before. So I think this is her she got her match, now get her out of there. You know, because I don't think they really liked her in-ring style because she can't hang with the other women. So I guess this is kind of a way of making them look strong, and she just looked strong. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, if it is the end, which I'm hoping, and I'm hoping every sicko out there the hopes that this is the end of the Death Riders. I
Mhm.
can see why Marina Shafir lost. That's the only way it could make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to do anything with her. I think that's what it is. She took a whole kick to the face. Hey, she did.
She did.
She
She
did.
took it like a champ. She. And then Moxie gave Willow a Death Rider.
Mhm.
This
Put that
guy-
man in jail.
Put him in fuck.
Put him in jail.
Damn.
No, it is what it is.
Damn.
Intergender wrestling. I mean, you could do it in WWE 2K25.
You could.
Mm-hmm. There was a comment on here that I did want to bring up. We're talking about the fine ladies, Megan Bain, Death by Snoop Snoop, Marina Shafir.
Where did it say that?
What the hell? That's what they're talking about. Oh, there's something that I saw on here.
Who
We
said
talked about the milkshakes. I lost my train of thought. Oh, super bad Penelope Ford. That's also Kip Sabian's nickname, right? Super bad.
Kip Sabian super bad. Penelope Ford name was the bad girl.
The bad girl. That sounds like a created character.
Because it was George Janela, the bad boy, George Janela, and the bad girl, Penelope Ford. And then when she dumped Nutella for Kip, the super bad Kip Sabian.
Jesus fucking
They
Christ.
got some weird shit going on over there, bro. But hey, shout out to Joey Janela, bro. My respects to the man.
My respects to the man. He's like the wrestling version of
I can see why Cornette hates him. I can see why Cornette hates him.
Because I was gonna say something else. Never mind. Let's talk about this Owen Hart Cup, Adrian, because we can make some predictions here based off of the matches we saw. So let's start off with the women's. Jamie Hayter versus Billy Starks, Thunder Rosa versus Chris Statlander, Julia Hart versus Mercedes Moné, Harley Cameron versus Athena. So we finally are going to see Athena in AEW. I think she was in a Owen Hart Cup tournament before, but she got injured, right?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, she's
Either way,
she had like 4 matches in AEW.
Yeah. But now we're getting her versus a red hot Harley Cameron, which kind of upsets me. Athena's gonna win, I'm assuming. And unless Harley Cameron beats her, then she goes down to Ring of Honor to try to take her for the title eventually.
Maybe, but anything can happen. But yeah, I have Athena winning in this one. I mean, they're building her up for Mercedes Moné at All In. See, but that's going to be the second match, though. I can see the first one being at Double or Nothing. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. I mean, there's some rumors out there that people are saying, or not rumors, but people are predicting that it could end in a WDQ, Athena and Mercedes Moné. That's going to suck if that happens.
Hold on a second. This tournament ends May 25th. We're barely in April 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
2 fucking months?
They're stretching the hell out of this tournament. Maybe 1 match a week. Normally, we get like 3 matches an episode.
What the hell, bro?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Damn, 12 matches.
Yeah. There's 8 matches in the first round, then 4 matches, and then 2. Right? And then 1.
Yeah.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 7 matches. There's 7 matches.
Yeah.
In 2 months?
Yep. They're probably going to do 1 match a week.
Jesus Christ. Overall, who do you see winning this, Adrian? I think on one side we're gonna get Jamie Hayter, and on the other side I think we're gonna get Athena.
Jamie Hayter?
Yeah. I mean, Billy Starks, do you want her challenging for the world title eventually? You know what I mean? Because that's what the winner gets, is the world title shot, right?
Yeah. You know who's gonna win it, Brian?
Mercedes Moné.
Mercedes Legoat Moné. CEO.
Okay, that will happen around the 30-minute mark. I'm gonna crop that.
Hey yo.
That went on way too fucking long. I was thinking like that was like the Family Guy, like when Peter Griffin drops and then starts like grabbing his knee. It's only like 5 seconds, but the first time I saw it, it seemed like forever. And that's what I felt like right now. I'm like, how long is he gonna do this fucking dance for?
Bro, you have to do. Bro, I could do it, bro. I was just sitting down, but I could do it, bro.
All right, stand up and do it, bro. You got
Hell no, bro.
show and tell. Show and tell.
Oh shit. Bro, I could do it,
Oh
bro.
my god.
In the past life, I was a dancer, guys. Oh shit.
Lupa says, "What the? Why is that dance? He practices in front of the mirror. Apparently, he's just in the shower going, CEO."
Damn.
What the hell?
Oh
Adrian?
shit. The goat is back. The goat, Brian.
Oh, no,
Oh
what
shit.
the- what's up,
Oh
Bill?
shit. We were just talking
Hey.
about him last week, remember? He
We were-
showed up. Oh fuck, he showed up. He said,
Bill, we missed you. Everybody, welcome Bill back. It's
"Oh,
been a long time, and he walked in exactly at the right moment to see Adrian doing the CEO dance that he's been practicing naked in front of a mirror. Apparently,
yo." Oh, yeah, back to wrestling. Yes, Jamie Hayter makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, Jamie Hayter. Yeah, this would be a great way to bring it back in the top. But see, I see Chris Statlander right here too.
Mhm.
This tournament, man, this tournament is good. Now 3 years in, and we're finally seeing talent being elevated to new heights. This tournament is good. Heavy hitters, former world champions, former TBS champions. We got a 19-year-old in here. We got a wrestler that started in QTV to now being one of the best characters in AEW. This Owen's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. But something's gonna happen with Harley Cameron, Mercedes Moné, I think, and that's how they're gonna be able to get her pinned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man!
What
Fucking
about-
Adrian, bro.
Whoa.
Let's talk about the men's tournament now, Adrian. Let me pull that back up. 1.5 seconds. Will Ospreay versus Kevin Knight. Who's gonna win here?
Ooh, Will Ospreay, Kevin Knight. Will Ospreay, obviously. Come on. It's
Yeah,
too
they're gonna shake hands at the end of it.
Yeah.
Brody King versus Konosuke Takeshita.
Ooh, Brody King is 2-1. This one's gonna be 2-1 against the Don Callis family. So he's gonna lose this one.
Oh, Brody King losing? I was shocked he won today.
No, he was gonna. I knew he was gonna win when they mentioned
The tournament.
They mentioned the tournament is he has Kyle Fletcher in the first or Konosuke Takeshita in the first round. I'm like, oh, okay, they're not gonna make him lose 3 in a row.
I mean, they already have made him lose 3 in a row, technically, if you keep going back, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but not before the yeah.
Exactly. See, Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher. Come on, Kyle Fletcher's winning. I guess he should win.
Yeah.
Eventually get Hangman Adam Page versus the wild card.
Hangman
He's
Adam
pretty-
Page versus Jeff Jarrett.
I think it's gonna be Jeff Jarrett was in last one. It can't be Jeff Jarrett.
I know. I'm just making sure. I don't know, but who would you pick? It has to be somebody that's already in the roster or a returning wrestler.
Whoever that's the thing is that whoever you debut is gonna be losing here.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless they pull a swerve and Swerve's in here.
Or maybe
Assuming he
Hangman
loses on Sunday.
Page loses.
I don't know, but we'll talk about Hangman and Swerve later. Overall, because the winner's going to get a title shot, it's going to be Will Ospreay.
World title shot at All In.
Well, whoever wins this is going to get the title shot at All In. No,
Yeah, I have Adam Page winning, bro. If the wild card is somebody that's gonna beat Adam Page, then yes, Will Ospreay. But if it's somebody that's already like in the roster or a debuting guy, Hangman Page is winning.
He does got that storyline with Swerve going on. You're right. They almost kissed and made up today. Did they not?
They did. Yeah. No, I'm laughing at that.
Okay, because you know what's super. I don't even give a fuck about the Adam Copeland match. Shit was ass. We're gonna talk about our Mountain Dew Baja Blast match of the night in a little bit. We'll get to it. Submit. What do you guys think won the match? Who got the best match here? But at the end of that match, Hangman Adam Page and Swerve are in the backstage. Swerve is looking for Moxley, right? And then Hangman just starts yelling at Swerve, and it's extremely awkward because out of nowhere you see these two security guards separating guys that weren't even doing anything.
Yeah, they're about to throw fists. I mean,
no, they weren't, Adrian. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, they have that history, Brian. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
They just came out there like fucking putties in the Power Rangers, and they're like, oh, yeah, and they didn't do anything.
They have that history, bro. They have that history, bro. So they don't have history. It's not on site between them two.
Apparently not, because it wasn't on site. They were standing in front of each other for like a good 15 seconds before the security guys came.
Trying to de-escalate the situation before it even happens, my guy. See, AEW, we have security here, bro. Unless they get beat up by talent, we have security here. You know, it's not like in other shows where people fighting backstage in the ring. Not even the general manager can control his roster, bro. Nobody can control their roster.
I just think it's funny that there was 4 random security guards just happened to be there, but they disappear as soon as Swerve's getting his ass kicked by Moxley.
One of them was on the ground though. I was like, did he trip? He was like, you barely saw him like on the bottom left corner, just like holding his torso. Like,
all I know is Lupus says awkward, but isn't that the type of drama you like? No, this. Come on now.
Brett, come on,
in the words of Bret the Hitman Hart, he said, those guys in AEW, they don't know about wrestling. They just want to be actors for trying to be a wrestler. Which, in all due respect, I think Swerve is the only guy that really carries himself like a professional wrestler.
Ooh, so you're calling them actors as well, Brian?
Everybody's acting. But what I'm saying is, and what my boy Bret Hart is saying, is that Swerve carries himself completely different than everybody else does. Like, it seems like John Moxley's just trying to be a tough guy. It seems like
trying to be a tough
Will
guy.
Ospreay is
taking spikes to the back. What do you mean? You take a spike to the back, bro.
He's trying to be a tough guy. Yeah, but his character.
Tough as fuck, bro.
Okay, come on, brother.
Bro, I wouldn't take a spike to the back. This man drove 6 hours in the snow to take spike in the back, and you're not gonna call him a tough guy? I'm not glad. I'm just saying.
I'm using Bret Hart's terminology here that he's also acting, trying to be a tough guy. Like he's an actor.
So they're actors?
That's what he's trying to say.
I mean, I know some of the new stuff the kids be putting on in the tree nowadays. Some of that stuff be getting kind of hard. I mean, I don't know what Bret Hart is doing nowadays, but AEW wrestlers don't even sell their moves, bro.
That's what he's saying, Adrian. That they're actors portraying to be wrestlers because they don't sell.
They don't sell, so they're not even acting, bro.
Yes, they are. They're just.
Bro, AEW is a show that gives you more wrestling than cinema, and you're gonna call them actors?
Yeah, because they don't do it right according to Bret Hart. That's why he says they're pretending to be wrestlers because they don't know how to do that, so they're acting to be wrestlers.
Damn. So that goes to Roman Reigns when he said Roman Reigns is trying so hard to get the respect of my generation. For example, when he said, I find a lot of wrestlers, and I won't necessarily name anybody, but I find that wrestlers are more actors pretending to be wrestlers today than actual wrestlers. I miss the ruggedness of the characters. I think that's why I think the 90s was the best era. I find today's wrestling, it's a little bit more of promos and your characters on TV, not so much a work rate, like guys throw back a little bit more to the work rate.
Roman Reigns, the workhorse of wrestling.
Roman Reigns is that guy that thinks he's really hard to earn respect of my generation. AEW, I find there's mostly actors trying to pretend to be wrestlers to get in there, to go in with the real wrestling and just quit acting so much.
Yeah. Swerve, amazing at everything he does. I'm a big fan of Swerve.
Yeah. Really? When did you become a
Yeah.
big fan of Swerve, bro?
As soon as he signed with WWE. No, I liked him since Lucha Underground when he was Killshot.
Oh shit, my phone died.
No, that's where I started to enjoy Swerve.
Yeah.
When he first came around NXT, I mean, he struggled to kind of like find his character, I guess you could say. As soon as he's in AEW, he's mastered it. It's definitely worked. But oh, my cat just dropped my light. But also, by his own admission, he reached out to Roman Reigns and asked for help from Joe to how to carry himself, and I could see a little bit of that. Like the way he moves to his entrance, like to the ring, he moves a little bit slower. You know what I mean?
But weren't you the one of those fans that was talking shit that the only reason he got over is because of Nana and that his title reign was gonna suck and he was gonna lose to Will Ospreay at last year's All In? So I'm trying to find out when
I thought he was going to lose that all in. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I admit that.
Okay, and then you were trashing his title reign and saying that he's only champion because of Nana and his dance. Just trying to figure out when
he got over. He definitely got over because of Prince Nana, his dance, and that banger ass song.
And you were talking. See, you're naming everything but Swerve. You weren't talking shit about
Swerve.
Was
I talking shit about Swerve? He's a good wrestler. Chat, was I talking shit about him? I don't remember. All I know is that he was out there at Barrio Toys trying to sell knee pads for like $100, and I was like, hell nah, bro.
Hey, bottom.
Hell
nah. Bottom. Sickle's bottom.
I was like, how much you want for these? $100. Oh, nope. Put them back. Yeah.
Just start asking questions like, oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh yeah, I'll be back.
I'll be back. I mean, let's go film some content for the line. Goldberg ratted Hart worse than previously thought. Yeah, he's really upset with Goldberg. What else did he say? I forgot what he said in his interview. I feel like he just mentioned Goldberg again. Let me see.
Probably Goldberg is training to have his.
Oh, it was Hulk Hogan. That's what it was. It was a comment about Hulk Hogan saying that Bret Hart. He's like, Bret Hart always thinks that he was the best there is, the best there was, and the best ever will be. And then he goes, "That's the truest. That's the most truth Hulk Hogan's ever said in his life." I'm dead. But Bret Hart, big fan.
Yeah.
See, Bret's argument would make sense, except Dan Garcia can wrestle, but can't act for shit. He can't wrestle either.
Who?
Daniel Garcia. Okay, let me. Okay,
he needs
Adrian. There's a difference between going out there and just doing moves for doing moves.
Oh yeah,
having a story match. So technically, he is wrestling, but the whole storyline in wrestling, I think that's what he's talking about.
Who? Like the whole? What do you mean the whole storyline? Like,
for example, right in a wrestling match, there's a story going through the match, right?
Yeah.
For example, Swerve and Hangman, they had a story outside of the ring, but also inside the ring was really good. Same with Mariah May and Toni Storm. They had a storyline going throughout the match, and also everything else going into it was really good.
So you're saying if you don't have a storyline, you're not a wrestler?
That's what Bret Hart is. I think that's what he's trying to say. That
okay,
you're out there just doing moves, just to do moves without knowing, or you're acting, pretending to be a wrestler because you don't know. The moves, you just don't know how to put them into the story. Does that make sense? It's like you're just spamming emotes at that point.
Yes and yes. Like for example, like say, when like where you see like when a wrestler falls awkwardly, and you're like, oh shit, the announcers will start saying, oh, he's holding his leg a little bit too much, and the wrestler starts selling the leg his opponent starts beating up on the leg, putting more damage on the leg. Is that what you mean? The storytelling in the match?
I mean, that could be it, but I mean, there's other ways to tell storytelling other than just that.
Yeah.
Like, there's more than just one way. What I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gave you a different way. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, anyways, I think that's what Bret Hart meant. I could be completely wrong. We'll see what people start. What
before we move on from this Bret Hart thing, and I also just recently found out that Ariel Helwani has like power rankings on wrestlers. And apparently this week John Cena reached number 1, followed by Cody Rhodes number 2.
Had a fucking match.
Yeah, CM Punk went up 1 space. Gunther went up 1 space. Roman went up 5 spaces. How the fuck did that happen? Jey Uso went down 2 spaces on his top rankings, power rankings. Here's the rankings for Ariel Helwani's. John Cena number 1, Cody Rhodes number 2, CM Punk number 3, Gunther number 4, Roman's number 5, Swerve number 6, Rollins number 2, Uso number 8, Randy Orton number 9, and the Kenny Omega number 10.
Where's Kevin Owens on the list? How's Randy on there, but he's not on there?
Randy Orton.
Yeah, how is he on the list, but he's lost everything?
See, and this is what I'm talking about, Brian. This is where I was following. So it's being a wrestler, meaning you have to have, if you want to reach the power rankings, you have to have a story, even though you don't have a match.
I can't answer for Ariel Helwani. That seems kind of weird.
I mean, I'm just saying, since there's a storytelling guy, you're the one that, like stories over wrestling. I'm just asking a question. Is this a good ranking?
I don't know. You're asking me about Ariel Helwani, bro. I don't fucking know. The hell? Because you're the wrestling story guy. I'm like, all you have to ask me about Ariel Helwani and how he interprets wrestling. I don't fucking know. This guy.
I'm just saying, bro. You're the guy that likes promos over wrestling. Wouldn't you agree with this or something?
I mean, do I like John Cena's promos? Yeah. Do I like Randy Orton's promos? No. He's also lost a lot. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Let's see, Bill Nance. Let's see what Bill says. The difference is I've been out of circulation for a while and have to watch every AEW show to catch up with the WB. I'm only having to watch every 3rd or 4th show to catch up. And what the fuck is going on with SmackDown? It's total garbage. He's just trying to trigger me, man. Yeah. SmackDown's been really good lately.
Really?
Must watch TV. The tag team division is hot. It's got me sweating, bro.
Yes, it's hot. I will say this, that I will be a little disappointed that WWE is going to have their shows back in the States, man. The European crowd was phenomenal in this tour. We're not going to get the same from American crowds. Or correction, we're not going to get the same from WWE fans. Damn, it sucks. It was nice seeing the crowd chant for everything. I mean, there were some matches where the crowd was just singing and the matches were boring. Damn, I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss the crowd.
You're miss the crowd. I hear you. But hold on a second. Something got me triggered right now with Bill Nance. He said, I've been out of circulation for a while and have to watch every AEW show. You don't have to watch every AEW show. There's no storylines. You can pick up the Death Rider storyline right this fucking moment, and you would have not have missed anything. There's nothing to go back to rewatch. That storyline sucked. I know someone, I forgot who it was, earlier said that they've actually, he's like, outside of the storyline, the Death Riders is pretty good. That's what he said. He said controversial. Let me go back to find it. Go back and watch Mariah May and Tony Storm. That's all you need. That's all you need to watch, to be honest.
But see, there you go. The storytelling guy. I thought you'd agree with Ariel Helwani's power rankings, bro.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't watch the Death Rider storyline for the storyline.
Because it sucked. But the rest, the matches suck too.
The matches have been decent. Suck too. Matches have been decent. Spots have been decent. Matches good.
No. Where's the controversial? Here you go. On Silvino. Unpopular opinion, Death Rider storyline isn't that bad, even though it's a weird story. Not as bad. It's bad.
Yeah, they tell you one thing, and I'm not a story guy. I've been sort of following it, but if you do follow the storyline, I guess Moxley is trying to control the AEW, and the one person that he can't control is Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland has been through it all. He's been through hell and back. As you saw today, he got thrown into a canvas full of glass. Motherfucker stood up like the Undertaker. He got his house burned down, and he knows it. He can't touch Swerve. I know Adam Copeland said, "I have went through hell and back. You can't do anything that the devil hasn't done to me." Apparently, you lost, bro. Swerve Strickland. Moxie can't touch him. They go toe to toe with that hardcore GCW type of style. I'm not expecting that something like that to happen at Dynasty, but it's going to be a good match.
You can pick up AEW right now, and there's no storylines going on. Really,
that's fine. That's fine. I watch it for the wrestling, bro.
Go ahead. Go watch. You watch for the wrestling, Adrian.
Brian, are we going to talk about how? Nah, never mind.
Exactly. You're gonna let me have it later. Bill Nance says, because you don't understand the storyline doesn't mean there isn't one. First of all, no one understands the Death Rider storyline. He said he was taking over AEW. Did he ever take over AEW? No.
Technically, yes.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
How did he take it over?
He had all the titles. Faction was fucking. He's not even letting you watch the AEW title, bro, because you don't fucking deserve it. You were forged by combat.
Oh my god! You were forged by combat. I'm dead. AEW tells the story. There is no storyline. The storyline is FTR is breaking up. That's the other storyline. It has nothing to do with the Death Riders.
Oh shit! What if FTR gun pulls out a gun?
Jesus Christ! I don't know. You know what my daughter saw FTR bald and she's like, that guy looks like Eggman from Sonic. Oh man. Wait, Adrian, you watching a wrestling show for wrestling? How dare you, Adrian?
Damn, right?
He took over a shed at TNT headquarters. He didn't even do that. Actually, you know what? I will say that he did finally take over TNT, the production truck, the last episode of AEW Rampage. Yes,
he did.
But when they announced that he's taking over the TBS Superstation, he didn't do anything.
He took over
he just showed up in the ring, and that was it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's all he did.
That's all he did. Yeah.
That's all he did.
It was bad.
What was the other one? Oh, when he was saying there's a higher power coming. Somebody above me is coming. Remember that?
No, nobody came.
Nobody. See,
no one came.
Yeah, and then I guess
Shane O'Mac.
Some people were throwing Sami Callihan in the mix.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
I do remember Sami Callihan.
Who?
Jeez. We're not even talking about what we saw today. The match of the night, I'm going to give it to Kevin Knight, Will Ospreay, Blake Christian, and Lee Johnson.
That was a good match.
It was a fantastic match, but there wasn't that many. There wasn't. I guess you could have given it to John Moxley, Marina Shafir, Swerve Strickland, Willow. I guess it could have been that one.
Yeah, Lance Archer, Brody King was good too. Good little meat match.
He said no one came yet. Long-term storytelling. It's like, oh, you guys remember 7 months ago when I said there was a higher power? He's here now.
I mean, technically, he did.
I guess so. I mean, long-term storytelling, right? This storyline with Cody Rhodes, The Rock, and John Cena has been coming back since John Cena and The Rock, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Crazy. Ospreay faced off against Mini-Me tonight.
Blake Christian.
Yeah. His Mini-Me, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been showing up on TV quite a bit lately after people not knowing. Veer is coming. It's Veer Mahan.
Damn. Same with Lee Johnson. I know they're starting to show up on Collision a little bit more often, and this is what I wanted. I mean, I know we got to see local talent today, but that's because of the little squash match, the Learning Tree, or the Redwood and the Bad Apple were up against. But if you're gonna give us talent to make other talent look good, bring up Ring of Honor talent. Stop using local talent, bro. This Ring of Honor talent does the same job. Serpentico, Cruz, they do the exact same job.
They gotta do it. They gotta make a tag team. Serpentico and John Cruz, bro. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Yes, Blake Christian. Am I the only one that sees it? I think so.
I think if he had
They don't look.
if he grew out his hair and had a little curlier, I think yeah.
And would have
You know,
freckles.
He has freckles.
Yeah, Blake Christian has hell freckles.
Damn,
Nothing but freckles, man.
I wouldn't know. I don't look at him that closely, bro.
What do you? This guy, bro. You
I
just
don't
look at his
know.
face.
What? I haven't Googled him, so I don't know, bro.
I just see him wrestling on TV. What the fuck do you mean I don't Google him? You just look at his face.
I'm not looking at the freckles, bro. Look.
What are you looking at? His ass? This guy, bro. Fucking Adrian, bro.
Tell me in
He's
the
like Death Rider storyline is straight dookie. Exactly. Lupe is apparently looking at Blake Christensen going, he looks like Will Ospreay. I'm looking at his freckles, Adrian, and Adrian doesn't know what he's looking at. This guy.
Oh shit.
Let's see. So FTR is breaking up. He thought that Cash Wheeler was a security guard and he got into it. They're okay for this Sunday, but after Sunday they gotta talk.
Yeah, win or lose, they gotta talk. They gotta
talk it out.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I hope they break up. To be honest.
Yeah, give them something to do. I mean, even if it's for a few months, come back or something. But I don't see FTR splitting. I mean, Cash Wheeler, FTR Gunn is not a singles wrestler. He doesn't like wrestling singles matches. So it's like if they do split up, what's next for FTR?
I don't know. They gotta figure something out. There's a lot of titles up for grab in the AEW that need to be defended. You know what I mean? Like let's you know what? Let's talk about this, Adrian. Let's talk about our predictions for the Dynasty. Let's just jump into it. AEW Dynasty predictions right now. All right.
Wait, hold on.
I know they're gonna add like 13 other matches here pretty soon, but let's just go based off the ones that they got right now.
Dynasty 2025. Let's get it.
All right, let's start off. Let me see how many matches are on this motherfucker so far.
Hold on. Then let me get the tablet out. Let me get the tablet out, bro.
Okay. The handy dandy notebook.
Handy dandy, remarkable too. Actually, yeah, remarkable too. You know what sucks, bro? 5 months later after I bought this one, the third one came out.
It happens. It happens.
It happens. Hold on. Pay-per-view predictions. Damn, all of them are here. Dynasty 2024. 2025.
Yep, 2025. Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart.
Mercedes, bro. Hold on. I'm
Mercedes. You're not ready? Just kidding. That Gonzito milkshake, bro, was on point.
So I got Brian. I got me. I have
Loops.
Michael.
Mm-hmm. He usually doesn't do AEW ones.
Nah, he doing one today, bro. Mercedes. Ooh, Lupe Mercedes.
Mercedes easy, bro.
Yeah.
Bill says Mercedes. I'll blow my nose. Hold on.
Ooh. Michael says Mercedes.
Michael didn't say Mercedes. We're trying to do our guesses.
I know I'm messing with you.
He just heard his name. We're doing our predictions for AEW Dynasty.
Hey, yo, Tommy, chill.
Did I miss something? Is that like a thing? Why is he saying that?
I don't know, bro. Oh, Derek.
Derek says Mercedes. What did I say? Did I say? Hold on a second. Did I say if Swerve won the title at Dynasty, I would give something away, right?
I think so.
Hold on a second. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I said. Did I say I would give it away if he wins, or did I say I'd give it away to whoever wins the prediction challenge?
I mean, I don't know about the prediction challenge. I mean, I'm a sicko, but I can, some of these matches that could be predictable, bro.
But there's like 13 to guess from. You know what I'm saying? So they're bound to get one wrong, I think.
Or we might have 13 fucking.
I'm gonna if there's two people that get them all that get the same amount, then they'll just do a raffle. We'll find it. If Swerve wins, I'll give it away on our Sunday show. Let's just do that. Jace, can you give me I don't know if you could read, but give me the signed Swerve Strickland thingy.
Ooh. Which one?
Hold on a second. She can't reach. Get on your tippy toes, man. All right, she can't get it. Turn the light on real quick. Anyways, sorry. She's gonna get it for me in a little bit. So we guessed Mercedes Moné is gonna win, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Then we also got Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight. Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is for sure gonna win. Let's see. Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole. I forgot this match was happening, but this match has no time limit, no outside interference permitted.
Adam Cole has to win, bro.
All right. I was able to fetch it. Thank you so much to my production assistant. It is signed right here in like gold. Mogul VIP Swerve. Bang. Bartoy Swerve Strickland, February 11th, 2024. I'll give it away if he wins the title on Sunday. If he doesn't, maybe I give it away. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll figure it out. He said, Will, Adam Cole. Michael says, y'all gonna make me do this, huh? If you want. I kind of hope Adam Cole wins just because I don't want Danny Garcia to have the title.
Yeah. He hasn't really done much. He got his moment, his little pop. Joined two tournaments.
Got a pop?
Somewhat of a pop. He joined 2 tournaments and failed miserably. Doesn't have a build-up. I mean, I would say this feud with Adam Cole is pretty much the only interesting thing about his run. But that's not saying much.
In this feud, they started off teaming together. For one match. Stupid. Completely uninteresting. Chris Jericho versus Bandito. Bandito wins.
But who'd you pick before?
Adam Cole. Adam says, Adam Cole, baby.
Bandito too.
Chris Jericho versus the Bandito. Title versus mask for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Oh, title versus mask? Oh, then yeah,
Bandito.
I was going to switch my answer halfway through. No, yeah, Bandito's winning.
Bandito ain't losing the thing that makes him a Bandito. Let's see. Michael says Garcia mainly because he resigned to give him the title. Resigned. Oh, he re-signed to give him that title. Okay. Maybe. Oh, you know what? He was, right? He really was. His contract was out. He was deciding between NXT and WWE. Sorry, NXT and AEW. Then miraculously comes back, gets a title shot, wins it.
No, I could see that. I could also see what WWE does. Usually signs a title and just have him go on a losing streak.
Like maybe, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable. But see, I don't want this title run anymore. It's not that it's not impressive. It's like there's nothing to do for Daniel Garcia. You know, like I spoke about it before. It's like some of these title runs suck. Most of the highlights of these title runs are just the chase and get them in the babyface getting the title. The title run should actually be the memorable part of the title run, not the chase. But yeah, I think it's done. It's his time is over for Daniel Garcia, and I think it's time for a new TNT champion.
Yeah, reboot the title, the All International title, and the Where the fuck is Okada at?
It's been absent for, I think last match was against Brody King on Collision.
Yeah,
the week after Australia.
I don't know what they're doing, but either way, we got to see some titles be defended here. I'm sure he'll probably get added to a match Saturday, maybe. Who knows? Death Riders versus Rated Off FTR. I think the Death Riders win because Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood need to talk.
Yeah.
Lupa says Jericho's match is on the main card. He is. He is on the main card. Let's see.
Notice that Jericho's is not in those MVP segments.
Why would he be?
I mean, he's the leader of the faction.
But wasn't there like MVP segments?
Yeah, there's MVP with the Redwood and the Bad Apple.
Because he said he was upset because they didn't handle Bandito and Gravity. Remember?
Oh yeah, you're right. No, so yes.
Them on their way. Yeah.
Yep. He scolded them. He's like, "Yep, I remember now. Thank you." Yep.
Yep. That seems this guy. He doesn't follow the stories. He just watches it for the wrestling. This fucking guy. This guy right here. Anyways, Death Riders versus Rated FTR. Adrian, who's winning?
Ooh, Derek said
dying, bro. He's tired.
No, Derek said Rated FTR.
He did. No, but they got to talk. I mean, I guess they could talk it out after they win the titles, but
you could, yeah. I mean, maybe they win the titles and they have them relinquish them or something. Hey, you guys got to win the titles. Nah, you don't need them. Give them to somebody else.
Jesus.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, NXT did it last night. Lazy booking happens everywhere, bro.
Lazy booking happens. I guess so, yeah. See, Kenny Omega versus Ricochet and Speedball Mike Bailey for the AEW International Championship. Kenny Omega wins. He has to go against Okada, and they're going to merge the titles.
Yeah, if it's to merge the titles, yeah, Omega.
Kenneth Omega.
Bro, we're going to have a 5-way tie here.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Tony Storm versus Megan Bayne. This one we might be different on.
Nah, man. Looks like FTR heading for a break.
Did I freeze or did you freeze? I'm so confused. Who's freezing here, chat? Is it me or is it Adrian? Tony Storm. Am I frozen or are you frozen?
But yeah, bro, you stuck.
I'm stuck. People are saying that you're stuck. Lupe said Adrian. Adrian froze up. See, it is. That's what it is. Okay, I thought it was just me. I was like, do I have the McDonald's Wi-Fi? It's Adrian. Okay. Well, fuck it. Adrian's gone for a little bit because he has the McDonald's Wi-Fi. All right, but Tony Storm versus Megan Bayne. He's back. You froze, Adrian. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking about Tony Storm versus Megan Bayne.
Who are you gonna pick? I'll pick the opposite.
I'm gonna choose Megan Bayne. Okay. Megan Bayne's gonna win because they need to keep. I would see. That's the thing. Tony Storm's probably going to win, but just for the sake of it, I'm choosing Megan Bayne because I don't want her to lose already. It'd be too early for her to lose.
Hey, the chase is, like I said, I hate that the chase is always more important than the title run. I could see it happening. Like I said, it's happened on the other side as well. I didn't like it when Rhea Ripley lost the title just to be magically inserted into a triple threat that's making no sense at all. I can see it happening, but I'm gonna go with Tony Storm.
Mm-hmm. That's like the only match you can't really figure out who's gonna win. Like John Moxley versus Swerve.
That's still kind of hard too. I mean, you have Hangman Adam Page told him today. I told you that as long as I'm alive, you will never win that AEW World Championship. So that is still at the back of your head. So even though you can have Moxley laying down in the middle of the squared circle, Swerve Strickland can go for the 3, but at the back of your head, you still thinking, where is Hangman Adam Page, and is he gonna come out to stop the 1, 2, 3? It could happen, Brian.
He has to stop him.
Yeah, but then as you saw today, the backstage segment when he said, "I burned your house," and he's like, "I know,
I deserved it.
I deserved," and he's like, "Damn, you really did, bro. You broke into my house. You were with my kid. I burned your house, the house that you were raised in, the house that Tony Khan made it possible for you to afford your house. You gave it to your mom, and I burned it that same day."
Swerve's gonna win, Adrian. It's gonna be Swerve.
I could see it happening multiple ways, bro. But for the story, I would have Swerve Strickland win, and I would have Hangman Adam Page win the Owen. I could have these two go off at All In. Like, what other match would you put it All In? You asked me this question, the same question. Who would you put in the main event of All In as your top 2 guys, story-wise and star-wise?
Nothing else makes sense other than this one. The only other match that makes sense is Okada versus Omega 17 at All In.
Yeah, but that match doesn't have the storyline that this match has.
It's just people want to see these guys wrestle again.
Yeah.
And then for the women's, it's probably going to be Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné.
Tony versus Mercedes? No, it's going to be
there's no other match that would carry that like feeling at All In.
It's going to be Athena.
Athena versus Athena versus whoever the women's champion is?
No, Athena versus Mercedes.
Just to have a match? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, to have a match. They're building the story right now as we're speaking.
I guess you're right. But it's July 7th, right? Something like that. The All In?
July 12th.
17th.
July 12th. Ooh. Yep. July 12th, Brian. And you also heard the AEW is doing their own little AEW All-In week in Texas, bro. Starting with Wednesday night Dynamite, Thursday night Collision, Friday night and Saturday night StarCast, Friday night at 7 p.m. Death Before Dishonor, and an early AEW All-In at 2 p.m.
Yeah, it's gonna be early. Why are they doing it so early though? Did they say why?
Not to compete with Saturday Night Main Event.
Damn, they're that scared of Saturday Night's Main Event.
No, they just wanted
they're moving the entire pay-per-view. Nah, Adrian, stop.
I mean, Saturday night after the first Saturday Night Main Event, the second was. I mean, unless they stack the card.
But that's their WrestleMania, Adrian.
So, I mean, All In was always early for me over here in the West Coast. I don't mind it. Early pay-per-view.
This guy is defending Big
what?
Shield Gardner, 3,000 defense right here.
How am I defending? You don't like wrestling?
No.
No.
I like sports entertainment. Adrian, they're hiding.
They're hiding. Who's hiding?
AEW. Just
How?
be a man and go one-on-one, face-to-face with Saturday night's main event. Lupa says something about making it more convenient for international crowd according to AEW. That's a load of horse shit. Whatever you say, Adrian.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say
Whatever you say, bro.
It's so easy to trigger these marks, bro. You don't even say nothing.
I'm not triggered. I just know they're scared.
Scared? I mean, you know the answers, my guy. What are you saying?
So tell me why one of my managers broke the soda machine and filled it like 8 buckets before all I had to do was stick my finger up in it and stopped. So it like stopped completely when you stuck your finger in, and then just fixed itself. You know what? I think I want to say that happened to me once, where I like pressed the like soda, and soda just kept coming down, and I was just like pushing the thing. I was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't stick my finger in it though. Eventually, it stopped.
You ever open those boxes of syrup, and you know how it says on the label, "Do not use it with a sharp knife." Bro, that floor was sticky as hell. The whole big ass bag of syrup.
See, it never happened to me. I always just would punch the bag or
Yeah,
punch the box.
I learned my lesson after that.
Damn. Yorkie puppies for adoption. Omega. You got Yorkie puppies? Hey, those are cute.
Hey.
All right. Well, I mean, any final thoughts, Adrian? Because we did all of the matches right now.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites is returning to WWE, and it was released that his debut day is going to be none other than Rusev, but his debut day is going to land on none other than Rusev Day. Brian, how you feel about that? Because I've always been a fan of Miro, Rusev, enjoyed him in WWE, enjoyed him in AEW. I'm glad this guy's back. You know,
I'm glad he's got a job.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll see what they do with them. Honestly, I don't think there's a spot for him, but we'll see what they do.
Yeah. No, I mean, they should have a spot for him. I mean, they hired him.
Put him in the tag team division. Team up with Sheamus. And who else? Who else was in the League of Nations with him and Sheamus?
Wade Barrett.
Oh yeah, he can't do it no more. Alberto Del Rio's suspended. Nah. Team up with Sheamus.
Ludwig Kaiser can join the mix. Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's go. There we go.
The League of Nations Part 2.
There we go. Tell me that don't hit.
Team him up. Yeah, team up with Ludwig Kaiser and have Ludwig Kaiser be Aiden English.
There you go. There we go, Brian. Now you're thinking.
He's got to hold himself like this when he talks. Sticky ass floor. Question: Will Rusev make a better foreigner heel than Gunther? No.
No. See, would Rusev go back to his Bulgarian brute and be that heel?
Yeah, he is. I think so.
But he had to be in an opposite show from Gunther, though, right?
I think so. But that's the thing is like if you see him come back as a redeemer, yeah, I don't think you could do that because of Saudi Arabia. You can't have a whole Christian fucking gimmick nowadays, right? Can you?
I mean, Sami Zayn can't support the people he supports. But
what?
CM Punk can. If you know, you know.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what's going on over there with WWE and what they can do, what they can't do.
Tagar, the guy who made me realize how much I say bro. No way, the only time Gunther put Rusev over was when he shouted, Hala Madrid, giving a shout out to Rusev's favorite sports team outside of Bulgaria.
True.
Hala Madrid.
Hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Speaking of Hala Madrid, did you see that I Show Speed met Tony from IC Signs? he made him a
Yeah,
custom
that shit was dope with Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yep.
But that
That
guy's
fool's hella
videos were
happy.
dope.
Yeah, Tony. I don't know why, but I think that's so cool that he saw him. Anyways, any other final thoughts, Adrian?
Hold on. Last one. Oh, and while I was listening to our Monday episode, we briefly talked about the potential triple threat at WrestleMania between Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky. Do you still think it's going to be a
Mhm.
triple threat?
Yeah. After what we
How?
saw, yeah, it's gonna. What do you mean how?
How? What do you mean after what we saw? It shouldn't be a triple threat.
Rhea
Yeah,
Ripley had her beat if it wasn't for that shitty ref Bianca Belair.
yeah, but then Rhea Ripley hit Bianca Belair straight up. You can't touch the ref.
Yeah, you can't, but still at the same time, you know it's gonna be a triple threat, Adrian.
But it's late, Brian. You know, come on. You can't hit the ref in front of his face and not get disqualified, Brian. Come on. Any ref would disqualify Rhea Ripley on the spot.
This is true.
Why?
We'll
Why?
see.
Why?
We'll stay tuned and see what happens on Thursday or Friday or Monday, Adrian.
Yeah, stay tuned because from my knowledge of wrestling, this is an automatically DQ, bro. No if, buts, and you can't twist this. You can't twist this any other way, bro. It's a DQ.
No, what's it? No, what's no butts, no coconuts.
Yeah. What's gonna open my door?
This guy. All right, everybody. Well, we will be back Friday to discuss Friday Night SmackDown. Then we'll be having a special show on Sunday right after Dynasty. We will be right back Friday. Thank you all for watching. Stay triggered, everybody. Deuces.
Deuces.